Startup Sauna is a early stage seed accelerator program for companies coming from Northern Europe, the Baltic area and Russia. So basically we bring in the most promising early stage startup teams to be coached by the most experienced serial entrepreneurs and investors from this region. And then in the end we want to influence them to the real markets, meaning Silicon Valley, Asia, places like that.
Startup Sauna is the world's leading open source seed accelerator. Now, in a nutshell, that means that Finland has had a lot of these great companies in terms of open source, like Linux and MySQL. We take the stuff that we learned from them and apply them to startups.
When we first opened the doors of the garage, we noticed that there was a lot of entrepreneurs, but they needed that extra boost, they needed that extra help. So we set up a program that was called Boot Camp at the time.
The last 2 years have been a ride. I think the first year basically was trying to find out that what the hell should be done and creating the premises for what would become Startup Sauna later.
Now we're running our fourth batch ever, basically meaning that we do 2 batches a year, spring and fall. Now we have the fall batch, which consists of 2 parts. So first we do Startup Sauna warm-ups. So we go into different cities to actually validate the most potential startups. We partner with local startup communities there, and we selected in total 15 teams to take part in this program here. We work with them here 6 + 1 weeks, meaning 6 weeks here, 1 week in Silicon Valley. We've had 3 batches, I mentioned. In total, 38 companies going through the program. They employ somewhat 140 people right now.
I think it brings an amazing amount of talent, and the kind of talent that maybe we're lacking also in this area, and it brings people who have a drive to accomplish something.
The way we differentiate from any other seed accelerator in the world is that we don't mentor, we coach. Now, in Startup Sauna we have coaches, and for us the definition of a coach draws a lot of analogy from sports, where a coach is someone who will always make you perform better. In order to give advice for the business, the coach has to first understand the individuals in the team, then try to understand the team as individuals and try to understand why they make the decisions they make in order to sort of help them become the startup or the entrepreneurs that they could be.
What is the business? Because it can be a great thing, but is there a business there? So why have you thought that this should be free to users instead of selling it for 90 cents per mobile app?
I think the base is large and deep enough to expect at least 1 to 3 phenomenal success stories. I'm expecting to see something like Rovio and Angry Birds have been.
In a couple years, I believe that Startup Sauna will be as big as Y Combinator or Techstars in the States. And I hope that they will be viewed as the same level internationally.
If you can't stand the heat, get out!